What's really happening here with Dolph Ziggler and the United States Championship? There are two basic rumors that are going around, and they're not basic, I guess. My name is Joe Cronin, by the way, guys. Click that subscribe button down below if you don't want to miss out on the daily wrestling videos, the wrestling rants, the podcasts here. Plus, we're live after every WWE major event, including Raw and SmackDown, right here on the Joe Cronin Show. Hit that sub button, hit that bell, get that notification. So Dolph Ziggler, so What Culture has put out lists of why all signs point to Dolph Ziggler winning the Rumble, which is something I mentioned about 3 weeks ago. Or I think I mentioned it the night that he relinquished the title. I said, man, imagine if he showed up at the Rumble and he won the Rumble. But that is one sort of major thought, that Dolph Ziggler will show up in the Royal Rumble. So let me hit that one first. Then I've got another one that I want to talk about. Dolph Ziggler shows up in the Rumble. There are two possibilities. He shows up in the Rumble as a surprise, but he does, in fact, not win the Rumble. And then he comes out basically after not winning the Rumble saying, you know, that he should have won, that type of thing. And maybe he goes back towards trying to get the U.S. title versus Bobby Roode or versus whoever the champion is at WrestleMania. The other story is that he wins the Royal Rumble. The other rumor is that he wins the Rumble. Winning the Royal Rumble, that would be definitely a shock and a surprise for everybody. I really don't see that one happening. But the other rumor that's going on is that Dolph Ziggler will return claiming that that is his United States Championship and he never lost it. And he's the real champion. And in fact, he may return with a belt himself or a new belt or something. And they will end up having a ladder match at WrestleMania similar to Razor and Shawn Michaels. The Intercontinental belt and the fake Intercontinental belt of Shawn Michaels. That they will do a ladder match at WrestleMania and hang both the United States Championships. Now, I mean, I know that, like, there's all these jokes about how Dolph imitates Shawn Michaels and things like that, and that just really digs that hole even deeper. I mean, whoever he faces at WrestleMania, I don't know who it could be. Maybe it could be Bobby Roode. I don't know. I'm sure that match would be pretty good, and I'd like to see that, I think. I wouldn't mind seeing a ladder match at WrestleMania for the United States Championship. Now, he may not return with a belt, but he may just return saying he's the champion, saying he should be the champion, and then maybe that match will be granted, via this mini feud that happens with him and whoever. I'm assuming Bobby Roode, but I'm sure it could be. I mean, I thought Jinder would win it first. I thought Jinder was the guy that was going to take the belt at first, because they were going to give him something else to do in the whole United States thing, and now I'm going to take this back to India, to the people of India. You can say all that stuff, and kind of remains somewhat mini relevant, Jinder Mahal. So there's a couple different things that could happen here. In my opinion, I would rather just see Bobby Roode win the United States Championship. Dolph says he's the real champion, and then they could have a ladder match at WrestleMania just for the United States Championship. I don't know if you really need to bring another belt into the whole situation, although I could see them bringing another belt in and then maybe changing the belt the night after, making an adjustment to what the title looks like itself. That's a possibility of what could happen, and we'll see if it does. And then there's some people that just think that Dolph Ziggler's gone. He's not coming back. But these major rumors about Dolph Ziggler. Meltzer, I believe, is on the side of the belt being hung up for a ladder match, whereas What Culture were the ones that came up with the list about the Rumble. But both of those, but the Rumble rumor was out there anyway. Just people were coming up with that on their own. I did. And, What Culture made a list. If anybody reads What Culture anymore, I don't know. Or even looks at it anymore, I'm not sure. What do you guys want to see happen? Also, there is news, of course. If you haven't heard it, I'll probably make a video about this separately, but just in case to throw some other news at you. And guys, if you like what I do here, if you like the show, then we appreciate you supporting us on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. or donating live when we're live on the channels or any channels. Plus, I go live on my gaming channel, JCS Gaming, and the other channel with everything else, Corrupted, the Corrupted podcast, which is available on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, and we have some free content up on Corrupted, youtube.com/Corrupted podcast. But it has been said that Kenny Omega has signed for the remainder of the 2018 year in New Japan. So Kenny Omega will not be coming to the WWE in 2018, and maybe a little bit into 2019, according to this news and how he just signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, or signed an extension, I guess. And of course, WWE hard after Daniel Bryan to sign an extension there. But you have the potential, if Bryan leaves, to wrestle somewhere else, of seeing some pretty big names in some other companies and some other things to go down. Rey Mysterio going to Impact Wrestling seems like that's going to happen. People also making rumors about Jericho going to Impact Wrestling. I mean, I suppose it could happen. I think it's a little beneath Jericho at this point, to be honest, and he may see it that way himself. There's two ways it can go. He could see it as being beneath him, don't want to do it, no need to do it. Nah, I'm not into that. I want to do Tokyo Dome, which I see Jericho as more of that type. Oh, is it bigger than Tokyo Dome? Oh, it's not bigger than Tokyo Dome? Well, I don't want to do it. But there is a part of, Jericho that I'm sure would say, man, those people would really mark out if I showed up there, that would be pretty crazy. He would make a lot of news, But I still don't think he's going to. And pretty soon it looks like Impact Wrestling is going to be coming to Twitch. And they may be leaving cable altogether at some point soon here. If not, they have already. Their ratings are just so far down the toilet, it's almost unbelievable. When you have, I think, 200,000 people watching a week. Maybe if you want to get generous and give them the social media downloads and stuff like that and say 350,000 people have their eyes on Impact every week. At some point go looking for what's up with Impact. I mean, it's really low. It's really bad. I mean, there's most big YouTubers are pulling in more attention and views, than they are. I suppose if you got the most popular episode of a popular YouTuber's channel and you looked it up, you could say it's bigger than Impact Wrestling, which is a show that's on cable television, which is not good for them. You could find a few YouTubers with millions of subs and even some other ones that don't have millions of subs, and they would still draw more. You put it in perspective. You know what I mean? I mean, just since Keemstar was in the chat the other day, let's use Keem. Drama Alert, right? 2.3 million views, 2 million views in some of the videos, 1 million views in some of the videos. Almost every video does over 1 million views. Almost every video nearly hits 2 million views. That is on a YouTuber's channel, right? And even if you went into some other popular podcasting YouTube channels, I mean, you're looking at some of those popular long 2-hour podcasts doing 50,000 to 500,000 views. I've seen other ones that are higher. So that is not good for Impact Wrestling. And when they come to Twitch, if that's how they do it, it's not going to be very good. I predict anywhere between 3,000 to 10,000 people might watch it on Twitch. I don't know. Live, I'm saying. And maybe I'm way off, maybe I'm wrong, because how did 200,000 people turn into cable, but 200,000 people won't turn over to Twitch? I don't know. I don't know how that advertising is going to work, but it doesn't seem good to me. My name is Joe Cronin. Hit that sub button down below. Follow me on Twitter at RealJoeCronin on Twitter. And thank you to Broken Lion for increasing his pledge on Patreon. Thank you very much, Broken Lion. And Dolph Ziggler, what's going to happen? I want to know what you think. Leave in the comments. I'll talk to you guys later.